Hi, my name is Netra Khadpekar. I'm going to talk about the topic binge watching. I choose this topic because youngsters, particularly college students, commonly engage in this behavior, which is a more trendy version of binge watching television, consuming 2 to 6 episodes of a TV show in a single setting. I was curious to find out why and how people become so involved in binge watching, as well as what drives them to do it. What is binge watching? The term binge watching gained popularity around the year 2000 when sale of DVD box sets increased significantly. This lowered the number of people watching cable and conventional television drastically. At the time, inexpensive unrestricted internet access was available across the town. As a result, audiences can choose to watch the complete season or a significant number of episodes at once. Binge streaming and even binge racing is becoming increasingly popular among people worldwide. Binge watching is defined as watching 2 to 6 episodes of the same TV show in one sitting by well known streaming providers like Netflix, Prime Video, HBO, and many more. Binge racing, on the other hand, refers to the habit of watching a whole season's worth of episodes back to back with little to no breaks, even if the season is longer than 10 hours. Consumer involvement. A person's perceived relevance of the product based on their basic wants, values, and interest is characterized as involvement, a motivating factor in consumer behavior. The term involvement refers to the extent of consumer interest, search, or sophisticated decision making towards an object. A product, service, circumstance, or marketing may be the subject of participation. Low engagement suggests inertia, but high involvement implies a high level of activation, which has been shown to affect consumer decision making and interactive interaction. Marketing managers can utilize a consumer's degree of participating as a segmenting variable to further target the market. Cult products. The main characteristics of a binge are that is self planned and simply excessive in comparison to an unreachable standard. The amount of episodes viewed to constitute a binge varies greatly and frequently appears to be subjective estimations based on one's personal media intake. However, reaching a conclusion is difficult given that any definition of binge watching is extremely dependent on individual watching behavior. Scheduled television may give some insight into what we may consider normal. One primetime episode each week might be considered the ratio of watching one series. Binge watching 2 episodes of a series every day may be considered excessive when compared to the average of 1 episode per week on scheduled television. In this case, watching a complete season in one sitting seems excessive. Levels of involvement. When you do anything pleasurable, such as binge watching, your brain releases dopamine. This chemical gives the body a joyful internal reward, which encourages the action to continue. The brain sends the information, this feels pleasant to the body. You should keep doing this. While binge watching your favorite TV show, your brain constantly creates dopamine. You develop cravings for a dopamine, which leads to a semi addiction to program. As a part of what happens next, having adopted the character is what gives you the feeling when you watch a play, a movie, or read a book that you can't put down. When you're involved in something, you forget about yourself. When you write well, you're carried to some place. You might be sitting on your couch, but when you're involved in the story, you lose track of where you are. Cognitive or rational involvement. The concept of selective exposure is comparable to that of OTT users who have their own preferences that they believe to be reasonable and that reflect their wants, feelings, behaviors, and taste. Users will find it difficult to choose which OTT platform will satisfy them if they can quickly experience what is being provided. Users have a variety of options for overcoming this difficulty, including accessing the media library and suggestions.
Show is my shit. Hey Sally, it's me. I can't come to your birthday party this weekend. I'm sick. Hi Mom. I'm not going to be talking to you for a couple of days, but everything is cool. Don't worry about it. Hey Melissa, I actually cannot be your bridesmaid this weekend. My phone's broken. Don't call me. Bye.
Message involvement. Alternate reality games. You will be probably want to play this game if you are interested in dinosaurs or a fan of a Jurassic World. Dinosaurs are once more brought into the real world in Jurassic World Alive. Similar to Pokemon Go, you may explore actual locations to discover new dinosaurs to mix with your favorite dinosaurs or build your own hybrids. No matter what you have in mind, you can construct your masterpieces. In player against player PvP mode of Jurassic Alive, you may create a squad of favorite dinosaurs to engage in combat with other players or within the game itself. Celebrity endorsement. Because of their work, renowned people are admired by the public. Admiration is viewed as one of the appreciation emotions or moral emotions induced by favorable evaluations of excellence. When knowledge comes from someone they admire, people analyze it more thoroughly. Message involvement. Interactive mobile marketing. Since memes are so well liked and have such a broad appeal, it is nearly impossible to imagine life without one for a day. Participating in an inside joke is a show of social approval. It is cleverly used by the Netflix social media team to attract attention and create curiosity. Even sponsored posts are not paid for by their social media staff. Instead, they make unique and entertaining posts to share, which go viral and are widely shared among social media users. People are urged to comment on posting regarding Netflix and its content in a creative and smart manner. This is a part of the company's social media strategy. The social media team asks questions and produces polls to encourage users and followers to continue the casual discussion that has helped Netflix becoming a trending topic. Situational involvement. Because of the entertaining nature and ease of access of digital streaming services, binge watching enables lonely people to satisfy their desire for escapism as coping method to compensate for a lack of social relationship by connecting with a fictitious character. In fact, once you start binge watching, it is simple to keep going because the next episode automatically starts playing when one is about to end, making stopping harder than continuing to watch the program. Additionally, continuing to watch a TV show with a similar cast of characters, storyline, and setting is less mentally taxing than switching to different activities, which encourages harmful media consumption behavior. Loneliness. To deal with this situation, lonely individuals employ modern technologies. The inclination for binge watching may be seen as a coping mechanism used by lonely persons to divert their attention from unpleasant feelings by identifying with a fictional character. This behavior may be a component of a larger, harmful use of technology connected to the internet. Second is escapism. As commuting experiences are encouraged by binge watching, people believe it to be a good method to momentarily escape from the bad emotions brought only by loneliness. Escapism can therefore be justified as a primary psychological component. Third is relaxation. Positive post event gratification include emotions of relaxation, enjoyment, and amusement, whereas negative gratifications include feelings of guilt, worry, and tension. Examples of such events include drinking alcohol, binge eating, binge watching. People that watch TV are comfortable, passive, and show minimal mental stimulation. As soon as the watching period was over, the relaxed feeling was replaced by stress. Audiences show a tendency to prolong the watching sessions in order to prevent this change from a relaxed sensation to a stress state of mind. This approach may be expanded to include binge watching periods. When binge viewing for a lengthy period of time, especially when it's done to cope with negative realities or avoid boredom, students might reach a state of flow and may experience tension or anxiety once the binge session is over. Decision making. The decision to binge is based on personal consideration such as the pace of consumer capital accumulation, the rate of learning and knowledge acquisition, financial cost, and the projected value of spending. There are three types of decision making. First is the habitual decision making, second is affective emotional decision making, third, cognitive decision making. Habitual decision making. Six YouTube reasons were discovered by researchers: easy entertainment, interpersonal engagement, convenient information, searching, escapism, co watching, and social interactions. There are five reasons people watch streaming television: to relieve stress, to unwind, to watch it regularly, to get knowledge, or to engage with others. The motivations for watching televisions, however, appear to have a significant altered according to the recent studies. Today's OTT services, in contrast to the traditional appointment based television, provide premium original content that can be watched on smartphones and tablets wherever and whenever. This satisfaction with linear television has increased due to enhanced watching experience and fluidity, and consumers are now more inclined to use OTT services. Technological innovation. The development of new affordance as a result of technological advancements has given birth to new users' requirement. New media consumers are more likely to display particular motivations, which is technical distinction between new and conventional media, which is interactivity, which is more control, demassification, more choice, and asynchronicity should be the starting points of investigating the pleasures of new media. Cognitive decision making. According to social cognitive theory, behavior is superiorly driven by result expectancies, self efficacy, and basic objectives in a context of cognitive theory between the individual, their environment, and their behavior. There are at least three aspects that are included in current uses of the theory that may be crucial in comprehending binge watching: dual processing, anticipated regret, and multiple goal pursuit. First is dual processing, the conscious reflecting process that goes into acting out and altering behavior is described in most social cognition theories. In addition to reflecting process, an impulsive process that operates unconsciously and contributes to behavior is being increasingly presented. It's possible that binge watching makes the impulsive process more obvious, although a deliberate process to watch television may be developed at first. The binge watching experience may be characterized as involving continual queuing of following episodes and an inbuilt contingent reward system. This lack of consciousness decision making results in more automaticity driven behavior. Second, anticipated regret. When binge watching lasts into the wee hours of the morning and has an adverse effect on sleep and the following day, it can make one feel guilty. In addition to the dimensions from well known social cognition models, anticipated regret also influence behavior. Given that binge watch might lead to regret, anticipating this emotion before binge watching could be an influential theoretical element. Third, goal conflict and goal facilitation. The main focus of behavioral theories is on a particular behavior considered alone. Despite their popularity, these viewpoints do not reflect the realities of multi goal pursuit in daily life, when each goal competes for limited time energy. A number of studies have found that goal conflict and goal facilitation, or the negative and the positive influence that other objectives pursued alongside a target behavior have on health behaviors, have a direct link. Additionally, binge watching itself may clash with or facilitate the achievement of other personal objective. For example, promote socializing or even prevent work or home duties. Beyond conventional theory, automaticity, expect regret, goal conflict, and facilitation are potentially valuable notions for understanding binge watching. Emotional decision making. Have you ever started crying when a TV character died? After binge watching hours of favorite criminal drama, have you ever considered whether would you also be suited for a life on the run? It is not just you. Everyone has experienced being emotionally invested in imaginary characters or losing themselves in a TV show or a movie, especially while binge watching in one sitting. 90% of American millennials watch three or more TV programs, according to Deloitte poll, and the time we spend with our favorite fictional characters might truly change who we are as a people and how we behave. We identify with fictional characters in TV shows and movies the same way we would be with another actual person standing in front of us. We experience psychological consequences, including identification, self other taking, and the closeness effect. Affective interactions or one sided relationships with celebrities or other media figures are one impact that's very fascinating. Together, these impacts help us identify with and become emotionally invested in these personas to the point that, on occasion, they may almost appear genuine.
There is nothing wrong with watching TV, but it is important to remain mindful of how much we are watching it and not to let it interfere with our daily life activities and, most importantly, our mental health. Some strategies to help lower the amount of time spent watching TV and keep discipline including limiting the amount you watch, setting timers, deleting streaming services of your phone, or even allocating specific days to watch shows. Another strategy could be watch an episode as a reward after completing a task. To conclude, as we continue to watch our favorite TV shows on our favorite streaming platforms, we have to remember to be mindful and control of how much we are watching, as our watching habits could be quickly becoming unhealthy. To binge watch in a positive way, experts suggest the following: create feasible plan, determine the stopping point, try not to let it interfere with your night routine, Give it a little bit of thought before you begin. Will this help me relax or increase my anxiety? Second, don't multitask. Multitasking throughout the watching sessions might worsen the situation. Attempting to work or finish activities while also attempting to relax, relieve stress, or immerse one in self. Storytelling is not a productive means of achieving these good results. You are better off pausing and completing your task. Third, prioritizing your sleep. Sleep is essential for human health. You probably have a problem if watching sessions are consistently interfering with getting enough rest and sleep. By binge watching, you do not want to cause collateral harm. It was emphasized. Planning, again, can prevent insomnia. It's not about the 3 consecutive programs. It all depends on what time of day you do it. Fourth, snacks that are healthy. Binge watching may evoke memories of ice cream and junk food. But this isn't your typical junk food binge. There is a simple solution. Keep some healthy food on hand. Binge eating. It takes time to recover from binge eating disorder, that is BED. You will feel compelled to overeat while recovering. You could even relapse. Urges will become less frequent and less demanding as time passes. There are lifestyle modifications that can help you avoid binges as well as recommendation or when they occur. What can you do day to day? First, breakfast should be consumed. Binge eaters follow typical routines. A lot of people skip breakfast, have a small lunch, and then overeat in the afternoon because they are starving. Eat at regular times throughout the day. Meals that are on time and predictable go a long way towards giving you control over the binge. Stay away from temptation. When junk food or pastries are within reach, you are more likely to overindulge. Prepare your snacks, visit a store and purchase 1 cup of ice cream, but don't put a gallons of it in a freezer. Second, build a support system. Choose a few family members or friends with whom you can discuss your problems. When making your selection, keep in mind that they must also be able to encourage you when you're feeling down. A support group may be beneficial to you. You would spend time with others who are on the same path as you. Furthermore, the partnership lacked the emotional attachment that come with family. Get moving. Get your feet moving. Exercise is a fantastic stress reliever that may improve your mood dramatically. Emotional eating may be reduced by the natural mood enhancing chemicals that exercises brings. Find ways to help tough times without food. Some options include meditation, yoga, guided relaxation, deep breathing exercises. Stay healthy, stay fit. Thank you.